I found this Twitter thread and I'm like, let's get into it because we're mature young ladies, young women. And I'm like, let's get into it. Like, what makes you mature? Let's find out. So this Twitter thread.
Like, are we mature?
Right. Do we think we're mature? Do we agree with what they're saying? Do we feel like these are not mature tips and tricks? Let's find out. It says 15 signs you're mature. So let's see if we agree. Okay, so number 1, your mental health matters way more than any relationship. So you're gonna drop some shit because mentally, you're taking me to a place that I don't need to be. I can agree low key because I've gotten to a point where like if I'm like catching myself like having issues with what you're saying or doing and I'm thinking about it a lot and it's like it's going in my head for days, I gotta either say some shit or clip it because I shouldn't be doing this. This is an issue for me. So I would definitely say I agree with that, and I do be doing that now because especially, well, mainly with men because I'm just like, what are you doing for me? But stressing my head out. I'm good.
I feel like, yeah, it depends on how much I value the relationship and whether this is like a problem that's like, I guess, a seasonal problem, or this is a problem that's been like a thing and will continue to be a thing. Like if they're going through something and I can't mentally like be there for them, then I mean, I guess I would have to put myself first and like put some space between us. So I could see that. Like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I agree. Not in all cases, but yeah, kind of. The next one says you never waste your time trying to win petty arguments. I'm not an argument person for real, so I guess maturity, but it's just not my thing.
I don't know. I don't know. It depends on the argument. Like, I feel like...
Yeah, what's petty?
I don't know. I feel like... No, I really will argue. But it's just like... I'm not arguing over everything anymore. So, you know, mature growth.
Okay,
and also, I feel like people also put you in situations to, like, argue and stuff. Like, they'll put you in a petty situation. And then if you come back harder than what they did, or, like... people don't like when you one-up them, basically. So if you try to play with me and I play with you a little harder, play with you a little too much, now it's like, oh, you're so petty, like you're the problem. So I don't know. It really depends on the argument. But like, you know, arguing could be healthy depending on how you do it, you know. Not even arguing, I guess. Casual debate or whatever you call it.
You know, I think I need to work on arguing or casually debating because part of me feels like if we have an issue, then like, oh, it's an issue. Like, can we even continue because we have an issue? But I found this woman I was talking to, we would have issues and like go back and forth about it and then just agree to disagree. And I'm like, this is healthy, sure, but my spirit is not over this. How do people get over shit? Because literally in them little, and it's not, I can't even remember what we were talking about, so I guess maybe it was important, I don't know, but it happened like a couple times, and I'm like, we did like really talk through shit and then be like, all right, well, you know, this is how I feel and this is how I feel. I guess we were just not gonna agree. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then I would like later sit in that and I'm like, hold on, I'm not okay. Like, I am still a little annoyed by this. How do people get through this? Maybe I'm not at that level of maturity because I'm a little shit gonna bother me.
Yeah. Like, what's an example of like an argument? I think it just depends on what you're arguing on, because some shit, like, if you don't agree, then I just feel like it really could ruin. Like, it depends on the severity of the problem that you're disagreeing on.
Well, one of the things was that we had talked about whenever he came into town that we would like hang out or do something, right? Okay. It wasn't like a full like, yeah, on Tuesday you're coming. We're gonna meet out at 5. It was none of that. We were just like, oh, you gonna come into town like next month? Okay, we can get together. Cool, whatever. So whole time we talking, I know he said he gonna come into town. Time's going out. Okay, he said he gonna come into town next week. Cool, whatever. So he in town. I'm still talking to him like he not in town. So I'm like, so what's up? Like, you here? Like, what we gonna do? He's like, oh, I'm back home already. I'm like, huh? I'm like, what? So you came and left while you were still chatting me up like nothing was going on, even though we previously talked about it. So that was one of our little arguments because he didn't get where I was coming from. Because I think in his mind, he thought that I was mad that he didn't see me. But it was not even that. It's just like, don't you think it's kind of weird to have discussed multiple times that when you come to town, we're going to hang out, and then come into town and still contact me like, you're still contacting me like everything's cool. You leave and don't even say you came or left. Like, that's not a little weird to you? So we were going back and forth that, and I let him have it. I said, if this is how you believe, but trust and believe, I'm not changing my mind because I know I'm not crazy. That's that was weird to me because literally he texted me like he ain't there. So then I think it was like the middle of the week. I'm like, so when we getting together? Because you been here for a couple of days. He's like, I'm back home already. Like, are you okay? Because why are you so comfortably texting me like, oh, what's that? What you doing? Oh, I'm cool. I'm chilling. I'm sure I said nigga what he was doing a couple of times. And he for sure probably said he was chilling or doing something. Like,
yeah, that's weird. Especially if you already talked about it. But, I mean, I don't think that's a petty argument. I think that's just a reasonable conversation about if you talked about something.
That was some shit that really got on my nerves. Like, after we agreed to disagree, I was like, I'd still disagree and I don't agree to disagree anymore.
No, that makes sense though. Like, because y'all had talked about it. If you talked about it and then he just does the opposite.
It was just so weird. It was just so weird to me. Like, you're texting me while you pack your things and drive home, still texting me. And I had previously told him how much I hate when people text and drive when they talking to me. Because you're not finna die on my watch. So you're gonna do all of that? And then the only reason why I knew you was home because I asked. I'm like, you gotta know this is weird. Like, what's tea? Are you alright? But anyway, Sean, that's why we're not talking about. That was
okay. Okay, that's part one of why. Okay. So, petty arguments, we're going to put that in the depends category.
Yeah, we're going to put that in maybe.
Does that make you mature? We'll put it in maybe.
I'm putting it in maybe. You take 100% responsibility for your own life and never complain or blame people. I don't agree. I think sometimes
I'm a complainer.
For sure, a complainer. I will indeed get into a complaint about anything. I mean, I'm going to get it done, but I'm for sure going to complain. But it's the 100% of blame. Like, why would I take 100% of the blame? That's not the case.
That don't even make sense on my life.
If it's issues happening to me with other people or with other situations, that's not just me. Is it? At that point, it's people.
Yeah.
I definitely
now this list
take the blame. Not the full blame, but I definitely put blame on myself in certain aspects. I can see where I went wrong and where they went wrong instead of it just not in the moment either. Give me some time. Once I don't give a fuck no more, I could really sit down and think like, damn, like, yeah, you didn't do the best there. But like, I can feel why he wasn't fucking with you, and I can feel why, whatever. Like, I can assess the situation, but I will never take 100% of the blame when I ain't do 100% of the issues. And call me immature.
Yeah, I can only take 100% if it was like a situation that only involved me and I could have did something.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it or whatever. But it's just like, really am a complainer. That's where it got me fucked up. I said, you know what? I'm going to keep complaining. We're going to keep pushing, but I will complain. And I really didn't know this until someone told me, like, damn, you be complaining. And I'm like, I do. So, shit.
I don't know when I found that out about myself, but I know it to be true. I will complain about everything. I'm going to do it, though, but I'm going to hate it.
Okay, well, we'll put accountability in the mature side. Never complaining. Does it make you mature? I think no.
Me neither.
Because I mean, I'm just
Get it
voicing my
out.
opinion.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Just get it
I'm
out.
just getting it out. It doesn't make me less mature if I say how I feel. If me
Right.
blaming others, it says or blame others. If I'm blaming others for shit that they had nothing to do, then that's a problem. But since I'm not, it's fine. Like, I'm just saying, like, they should be accepting accountability for their actions too. You know, we're handing out. Like, what did you do, bitch? Take that. What did you do, bitch? What did I do? We're taking it all. But yeah, I guess we can slide to the next one. Fuck it. The verdict is served.
All right, you've trained yourself to take nothing personally. Once again, disagree. What does it matter? Like, this is not maturity shit. I'm like, shit, I could take some shit personally. I did see this tweet the other day, though. Not tweet, it was a TikTok, and this girl was talking about how her therapist told her that she shouldn't take, like, like men, no, not men, but like dating personally, because a lot of times, like, niggas like to disappear and do whatever they do, whatever the case may be. And then it'd be like, and she was saying that, like, a lot of women take it personally, like, how dare he do this to me, which, exactly. But,
right.
Our therapist was saying, like, that is a person living life over there, and, like, it's not necessarily like a dig towards you the way they act towards you all the time. Like, sometimes it's just them being themselves and they just doesn't vibe with you. And I'm like, yeah, I can feel that, but I'm probably still going to take some of the shit personally. But I can kind of see what you're saying, because, yeah, that is a whole other person, and that's just how they've been moving. And maybe they just don't understand. But to me, it's like, once I have a conversation with you, then you should get it. But if you don't, then I take it personally.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just leaning towards sensitive. Like, I just be taking shit personally, and that's just, it is what it is. Because it's just like, whatever they be saying, like, the shit people do, I would not have done to them. That's why I take it personally, because I'm like, who raised you?
Right.
I met your mama. She don't act like this. Exactly. So it's just like, what the fuck? But I feel like you can take it personally. You can talk to them about it. You can be like, this made me feel this way. Because sometimes I be having conversations with people and I be like, I felt like when you did this, like, that was weird. And they're like, I wasn't even thinking like that. Even though it does kind of bother me when people don't think like that. Because I just feel like people, I mean, I guess it's okay to
once
be like
again,
a little self-centered.
Who raised you? Because why don't you think like that? But I mean,
I think it's just like a lot of people only think about themselves. Like, and I don't think they do it to hurt people. It's just like, I guess niggas are just the main character and they don't think about, like,
I gotta think it personally when you do it after. It's the conversation. Once, especially because I wasn't always a conversation ass bitch. Before, I would have just let you go. Because clearly we're not vibing. But now I really be like, you know what, let me talk, let me tell you, this is really a thing for me, so I would like you not to do this, or da 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 da. If I'm doing these things, if I'm going on my way to tell you something and you still do it again, don't you hate me? Because that's what it gives. That's what I'm thinking. That's the person I'm taking it. But shit, maybe that's immature. According to this list.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really often that I have a conversation with someone and they do that. I think that's just horrible. Like, you talk to someone, you express. That's how I just feel like, that's why I would take it personally, especially because I'm like, now you just don't give a fuck. But I take things personally in the way, like, even if we didn't have a conversation about it, I just feel like, I guess, I don't know, like, you should know, like, this is just not fucking right. And I guess that's a little immature, like, oh, you should just know. But, like, doing type shady shit behind my back, like, you should just know, like, that's fucked up. Like, what the fuck?
Stay calm when things go out of plans. I honestly think this to me, this is when I will know that I've reached my my super saiyan abilities, because I just don't be calm when shit go out of plan. Shit just gets on I'm working on it. I think I'm getting better. I know I'm getting better. I am calmer when things don't go my way. But when I stay calm and it don't even rile me up on the inside, that's when I know I made it. Because
I love when things don't rile me up. Like, old shit that used to rile me up.
Yeah.
It just brings me joy. But I'm not much of a planner, so, like, I feel pretty calm all the time.
That's
not
what it
even
is.
like,
I'm very much a planner.
yeah, that's not me. So I'm like, I really like doing like spontaneous shit too. So when shit go wrong, I'm like, oh well, let's just go do this, or I'll just go home. It depends, home to my bed. But yeah,
Nah, I'm very much a planner. I need to work out. The next one, you're no longer stressed about other people's opinions. Yeah, I guess.
yeah, like I don't know. That's weird. Like, okay, not stressing about someone's opinion, does that make you mature? I think that just makes you confident, like, within yourself. You can still be immature, though. Like, but that's a good thing to have, though. Good quality, good confident quality. That's fantastic. Yeah. Stressing about other people's opinions, confidence.
The next one says, you understand that life is cool when nobody knows anything about you. I disagree. I think this is just like a narrative that people like to put out for social media. Well, not a narrative. I can see why they say that, but it's also like this thing for people to feel cool. Like, oh, I just post stuff. Y'all don't really know my life for real. It's like, okay, cool. Or you can just post your life. You can do either or. I don't feel like one makes you better than the other, but I think a lot of times people on social media make that like a thing to be this inconspicuous, person that nobody really knows, but people into trying to figure out. It's like,
you do love a mysterious nigga though.
I do, and not really on social media though. I rarely see a man on social media that I feel like, ooh, I need it. Let me get into it. Because, I don't know. It doesn't do it for me.
I mean, I guess you don't have to need it. More so just like a mysterious
be interested.
Yeah. I mean, he just has to have a mysterious quality. You don't have to like him.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I don't know. And I guess it doesn't really get. I think it's an in-person thing for me to be like seeing you and be like, damn, I'll be seeing you, but I don't be knowing shit about you. What's tea? Like, what's good over there? But yeah, I don't know. That's just not my thing. I feel like just live your life. If you want to show it, if you want to keep it to yourself, do what you gotta do. But
yeah, I don't think that makes
mature.
You mature. There's a lot of mature niggas that show a lot.
I know what I'm saying. Okay, it says you no longer entertain family members and friends who have zero ambition in life. I don't know if that's a maturity thing. Yeah, maybe that's like a boundary thing, or like
this seemed like a list of shit to make a nigga feel good about themselves. Like
literally
on some weird shit,
make the nigga feel elite or something. Like, okay, my thing is like, if I feel like my family members don't got ambition, what they gotta do with me? Like, let them live their lives. We still family at the end of the day. We still can fuck. like can we be cool?
Like, damn.
Yeah, that's
what do you want them to like want to do? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I mean, not saying that people should have zero ambition, but it's just like niggas always on go. If my nigga relaxing, the people's they chilling, take some chill time. Always having to want to do something. Not that you just stay complacent or nothing, but damn, like, are they always on go?
That's their life.
And saying zero is insane. Like, they got zero ambition.
I think
at least like 5%.
A young mindset.
Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, we'll put that in the hater category. Like,
yeah, that's a hater shit.
We'll put that like, damn, like, why are you doing that to them?
I'm like, clearly we like our family. Maybe they just don't like their family, because I'm like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm like, I fuck with my family regardless of whether I feel like they lazy or not.
Like, what they got to do with me? They probably think I'm lazy. Shit.
Like, I don't like.
That's how I would mind my business. If they was lazy, they need to mind their business if I'm lazy. Let's all just live our lives, okay? One life to live.
They, like, not out, like, down bad out on the street and, like, can't afford nothing.
Right.
Like, come on.
That's different.
You might have to get up and do something.
We're going to have to talk. Right. It says it becomes 10 times easier to forgive your parents and love them for what they did to you. I guess. I mean, I guess that really just depends on. Well, no, I agree.
It depends on what people. It depends on what people were going through with their family. Like,
that's true. Because you don't have. I mean, I guess you. I mean, people do say forgive. You should forgive, right?
That's what they be saying. Yeah, they do say that.
I
But
mean,
I'm just like, it depends on what was happening, bro. I feel like if your family was really doing you bad and putting you in dangerous situations and
right.
hurting you physically in crazy situations, then I feel like you do not have to forgive every nigga in the world. Like, forgiving, you don't have to. You don't have to. I mean, it might make you feel good. You might empower you. It's what they might tell you. But if you're going through hardship with your peoples, and I don't think that makes you mature if you just, I mean, like forcing it, I don't think that makes you mature. I think that just makes you forcing it. But you know, if it's some slight shit,
Right.
you know,
In a
I don't
case
know.
where
This don't feel
they
mature. This
didn't,
feels healthy. Which
yeah,
I guess
which is, I guess, is maturity. I don't know. On like some surface level shit, on like some surface level shit, I feel like if it was like, I don't know how surface beating your child is, but that's some shit I definitely had to just, you know, get over. I'm like, you just thought you were disciplining me. It was a bit much, in my opinion, but you thought you were disciplining me. So we can move forward. Just keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. When I
that's
when I
just
did
my
get
situation,
whooped,
child.
yeah, I don't honestly, I really don't even be thinking about that, but I really got whooped the least. Like, I
Yeah, you were
think,
the little one. Me being
yeah, I'm like,
number one head honcho, it was like, you must know better. You're the first. You must do better. You're the first. And it's just like, I don't know better. I'm a child. At the end of the day. But
yeah,
there's some shit you just gotta figure out. I ain't really have it all that bad, but like, I still got whoopings and the shit was still like, what's wrong with you? But, you know, you just gotta think about it like, especially in my situation, because I'm sure they had it worse than me living in Guyana and you know, third world country shit. So assessing that situation, I can completely understand and get over it. But like you said, not everybody's situation is easy to do that with, because people be doing their kids crazy. So
right. I feel like I don't know. All this is if, ands, or buts. Like,
okay,
if,
this
and,
little
or buts.
thread.
This is like, damn.
I don't know, he
Damn,
on.
this is a
I mean,
lot.
that was pretty much. There's another one that says you don't allow pain to destroy you. Instead, you build strength from pain. And is that maturity? I guess.
Like, this is like, I just
You know,
don't
this list
know.
started off good, but at the end, I'm like,
listen.
this is just some like,
All right,
I don't
let's
know.
just
I
skip.
mean, good, but
Do you feel like you're mature? Like,
me personally,
at this, yeah. Let's just skip
I
to that.
think I'm
Shit.
kind of. I think I'm getting to my full. I don't think I'm like fully mature yet. But I feel like once I move, I will feel that way because I just need to start making my own decisions. Like, I saw this TikTok the other, well, actually today, and they were like, I don't know how y'all go through life and don't call your mom for everything. And I do that, and I would like to not. I would like to go through life and just 100% make my own decision. But it's just so easy to be like, girl, handle this. I think once I start doing that, oh, I'm there. You know, then he has made it to the maturity level. And also, like I said, the whole like getting mad easily. Cause yeah,
I don't know.
I'm very impatient. So we're working on it.
How do I feel? I feel like I do feel mature. I don't feel like I'm fully done maturing. You know, I feel like,
Yeah.
you know, when do you stop for real? But I think, you know, I'm handling things way better than I would have did years ago. Less less aggressive in the sense of like, I don't have to jump in every little thing that people be pissing me off with. And I think I've become such a person. I just think so hard about things. I'm really get into a lot of self-reflection. And I think that's what's really making me mature. Like, I'm reflecting a lot on the things that I do before I do them, before I say them. So I think that's really been boosting me up. And I feel really great about it. Like, I don't know. I really just be feeling so great. Like, because it's just like, wow. When you really, like, grow, flourish and shit, you just feel like, wow, I can keep going. But, like, let's acknowledge how great I am at this point. Tap, tap.